Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 120 of the Building a Law Firm podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Small, and I am really super excited to be here with you today. It is July 2nd, 2018, and it's a great day. One of the reasons it's a great day, before we even get into the content or get into what we're talking about today, is because I did my numbers for Q2 already. And so far in 2018, I have made as much as I made in all of 2017. So wrap your head around that. Okay, that's not true. I'm $8,000 short. So, you know, I'm so excited that to see my growth, but I'm also so excited to be able to share that with you, to just show you that this stuff works. You know, to show you that the stuff I'm talking about, the motivation I'm trying to give you, the work I'm trying to give you, sort of push that fire, that it works. If you just do the work, you will see the results. Okay, and with that being said, I have a new announcement for something that I really feel like this is sort of the culmination of a bunch of different things I've been trying and testing and tweaking and putting together over a long period of time. You know, if you've been here for long enough, you know, you've heard on the podcast from time to time me talk about ways that you can get more help, ways that you can get more information, ways that you can sort of see the back end of what I do, like the behind the scenes, my processes, my systems, my mindset secrets, all this stuff, and it all has sort of just not exactly fit correctly. But you know, I'm really excited about what I put together, because I think it really is the sort of the culmination of all that work and effort. And I think there's really something here that I want to talk about that I think is going to appeal to you for a bunch of different reasons. So I really want to take this moment to introduce you to the back room. Okay, now what is the back room? The back room is a place that I've created for unlimited, uncensored law firm intelligence and marketing advice, created by law firm owners for law firm owners. Right, this is the place where secrets are revealed and successful law firm owners are made. Right, this is the place that I created this podcast for. This is the place that I created all of this information that I've put together over the years for. Is really culminated in the back room. I call it the back room, right, because it's like the secret lair. It's a place where we talk about the things that we don't talk about out here in the real world. You know, I share a lot of what I do here on the podcast. I share a lot of what I do just on the website, but to go to the depth that I want to be able to really show you stuff, it just takes a little bit more organization, a little more time on my part. And so that's what the back room is all about. That's what the back room is for. Now, the great thing about the back room, and the great thing, and this is a little bit different than way things have been in the past, is that the back room is going to be accessible to everyone. Okay, I want to give everyone a chance to check it out. Whether you're a new struggling law firm owner, whether you've been around for a long time, whether you're an associate that just wants to get a leg up and try to find a way to make get some extra clients and sort of get on that partner track faster, I want to make this accessible to you. So I've done that in two ways, which I think you're going to love. The first way is I'm making the first week of your access to the back room free. All right. When you go and sign up, you will have to put your credit card information in there, but the first week is going to be for free. After that, once the 7 days are over, it's only going to be $27 a month. Okay? I can't say anything more than that. That's stupid cheap. You lose $27 a month in Starbucks, right? In Red Bull, depending on who you are. For me, it's both. But you know, like I said, I wanted to try to make this such an easy choice, such a no-brainer that you have to say yes. Okay, and if you can't see the value in that, if you can't come and give it a shot, then you probably shouldn't even be listening to this podcast, right? Because you're not in the right place. You're not in a good place. You're going to struggle. It's going to be tough. If you can't see the value in $27 a month to come and join a group of successful law firm owners, get to see what's working for me, get to see what's working for everybody else in the group, then you suck, okay? Basically. So to get access to that, it's super easy. Just go to buildingalawfirm.com/go. You'll see a little bit more information about what it's all about, and you can sign up. Like I said, the first week is free, no commitment. It's really easy to cancel if you don't like it, and you're an idiot if you don't at least go check it out. One of the other things that comes with the back room is access to the back room Facebook page or Facebook group is really what it is. And one of the reasons that this group, this thing that I put together, is so valuable is that every week on Thursdays I do a live sort of mini training and Q&A. So every week I'm in there trying to pump you up. Every week I'm trying to push you to do the things that you need to do. Every week I'm there to answer any questions that you have. Every week we're there to meet together and sort of get that group thing going on. And so that's a part of this, right? It's all in there. So like I said, I don't have much else to say about it except go to buildingalawfirm.com/go. All right, now on to the show. Today I wanted to talk about 3 hidden reasons you won't advertise your law firm. And this one hits home for me. This one is real for me. This one hits me right in the heart. It hurts my soul because I was one of these people for a long time. I didn't really truly advertise my law firm for probably 5 years after I started it. You know, I just for a bunch of different reasons. Many of these that of these 3 that we're going to talk about sort of applied to me back in the day, and I think it's really important to bring awareness to the hidden truths behind what we're doing, because you might just say, oh, I don't have enough money, or it doesn't work. That's not true. Okay, advertising works, marketing works, branding works. It all works. What happens, I think, is that we tell ourselves stories and we create a mindset and a place internally that just doesn't allow us to do the things that we need to do to get to the place that we need to go, point blank. And if we don't do that, then we're never going to be able to get to where we want to go. You're just going to create a job for yourself. You're going to create a life where you are everything in the firm. You can't take a vacation. Your clients aren't consistently coming in. It's just not the situation that you want to be in. So the goal here today with this podcast, with what I'm going to talk about, is not to get you to go drop 10 grand a month in advertising all of a sudden. It's not to get you to go and just pour all your money into Facebook or anything like that. The goal here is really to get you to take a moment to take a step outside of yourself, look at what you're doing, think about the reasons why you're doing or not doing things, and consider doing something new. All right? So, number one hidden reason you won't advertise your law firm is because you've got a scarcity mindset. Okay? And this was one of the places that I lived in for a long time. Some money comes in, you're feeling good, it's in the bank, you can see it there, and you want to hold on to it. You don't want to let it go because you're not sure if it's going to come back, because you've had really lean weeks, or you've had really lean months, or maybe you've even had really lean quarters. And when you finally do get some clients coming in, when you finally do get some money coming in, it can be really scary to send it back out the door. And I know, like I said, I know what that feels like because I've been there. But that scarcity mindset is not going to help you out. It's not going to get you where you want to go. It's not even going to get you the clients that you want to get, right? And this scarcity mindset that applies in this advertising arena also applies to you in your everyday life. It applies to you when you have your potential client meetings. It applies to you when you tell people your price and you say it with a question mark. $3,000, or you immediately negotiate with people. They can smell that fear on you. They can see that you're not confident in what you're doing, and they'll take advantage of it, right? Because that's just what people do. They're always asking for a deal. They're always looking for an angle, and if they can see that they can get it from you, they're going to try. And we don't want that to happen, all right? So, when it comes to this scarcity mindset, I really want you to sort of try to flip it on its face and see advertising and see life from an abundance mindset. I want you to start thinking about advertising like you would think about an investment, okay? I don't know whether you are investing in your retirement or 401k or whatever. By the way, you should stop doing that. The number one investment that you're ever going to make is your business. The number one investment that has the highest return is your business. The number one investment that is going to give you everything you need is your business and yourself, by the way. If you're not investing in yourself, you're crazy. That's why you should go join the back room. Okay? Little plug. buildingalawfirm.com/go. We're going to keep plugging it. F it. It's that good. You should come in. You know, when you put money into a stock, when you put money into, I don't know, an IRA, when you put money into an index fund, you understand that that money might go down, but you're willing to put that money out there because you believe that it will grow. It's the same thing with advertising. When you stick $100 into an advertising model or platform, you're expecting that money to come back plus more, and that's why this type of investment is so big. Because whereas let's say you invest in the stock, you might expect like a 10%. Like if you got a 20% return on the stock, you'd be feeling like amazing. Hedge fund managers that give a 20% return are like rock stars. But in your business, you can invest $100 and you can make $200. You can make a 200% return, a 2x return. You can make $300, a 3x return. You know, for me, when I'm doing my advertising, I am hoping to spend at a maximum about $500 to get a new sort of a regular estate planning client. That's a 4x return. That's a 400% return. So I'm confident that every time a dollar goes out, I know that 4 are going to come back in. That's how you've got to look at your advertising. That's how you've got to approach this game if you want to be successful. Okay? Get out of the scarcity mindset. Okay? Now, how do you get over this mindset? How do you dig yourself out of this? Because if you've been living in it for a long time, it can be very difficult to get out of. If you've been struggling for a long time, it can be very difficult to get out of. One of the easiest ways, or one of the best ways to do this, and really the only way to do it, is that you can't just have an abundance mindset when it comes to advertising. You can't just have an abundance mindset when it comes to investing. You really need to cultivate and create an abundance mindset for your life, for everything that you do. And one of the best ways to do that, one of the easiest ways to do that, is to have a very solid, structured, formidable morning routine. Right? So for me, I start out every morning journaling. I start out every morning with affirmations. Right? So every morning I write a couple of thoughts down in my little journal. Thought number 1 is embrace the monotony of success. Wake up every day, win the day, do the things that matter, don't slack off, don't make excuses. The number two thing that I say every day is money comes to me freely and easily. Okay? Money comes to me freely and easily. The more times I say it, the more times I write it down, the more it begins to become a true belief, a true thought pattern in my mind. And the more that happens, the more it becomes real, right? The more that I work on this self-awareness, the more that I work on this abundance mindset, the more money comes into my life. You know, there's no secret behind the reason why I've already made as much money in 2018 as I made in all of 2017, right? It's this kind of work. It's this kind of mindset. It's this kind of approach to my law firm. And if you can, I mean, you're either listening to me or you're watching my video, you can see me right now. I don't look stressed out. I don't look tired. I don't look overworked. I don't sound that way either, and it's because I'm not. Okay, this has been the best year of my life. I'm making great money. Family is great. Everything is good. I'm working hard. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. You can have that too, but you have to work on your mindset. Okay, there's great opportunity to learn how to do this and see exactly what I do inside of the back room. Okay, so go check it out. The other thing that you need to do, and this is important and critical, is you have to start spending some money on advertising, even if it's just like a little tiny bit. Okay, even if it's just a smidgen. You know, go create a Google Ads campaign and put some Google Ads up. Go create a Facebook business account and put some ads up. You know, you can spend on Facebook, you can spend like $5 a day. You don't have to spend that much. On Google, you can spend, depends on where you're at and what you're doing, but you know, you could spend 25, 30 bucks a day, and you can just test it out. You just get it out there. Just get in the habit of taking these risks, right? Which are not real risks, but feel risky, feel uncomfortable. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it. Like I said, I can remember a time when I was extremely nervous, and it was extremely uncomfortable to advertise. I mean, I cannot explain to you what that felt like for me. It was very, very scary. You know, I wasn't raised poor necessarily, but I wasn't raised with a bunch of money. We weren't necessarily raised with an abundance mindset. We had to make sure that we had enough to do all the things I wanted to do, and it's taken me a little while to sort of to learn and understand and believe that there are different ways to approach life, and that investing money in your business will give you the kind of return that you want to do the things that you want. Okay? All right. That's number one. Scarcity mindset. The second hidden reason you won't advertise your law firm is ego. It's you. Okay? This again, though, goes back to mindset. Okay? I don't know how many times I've heard this in my life, but I'm sure you've heard it a bunch of times in yours, and that is, great lawyers don't advertise. Okay? Most of the time you hear this from old ass attorneys who are very set in their ways, who have a very sort of jilted view on life, who don't like us young whippersnappers coming up and taking their market share. But it's something that I got to be honest with you, I heard in law school too, right? You sort of get that, we're a noble profession. We don't need to advertise. You just work hard and the business will come. You know, do good work and the business will come. You know, you don't want to be an ambulance chaser. You know, you don't want to have ads on TV because that is just lower than low. You know, you must be a terrible attorney if you have to advertise. And that's just not true. Okay? And the sooner that you stop allowing other people to dictate your level of happiness and the way that you feel about your business and the way that you run your business, the better your life is going to be, the more profitable your business is going to be, and the more you're going to advertise. Okay? I could give two shits, quite frankly, about what other attorneys think about my advertising methods. I don't care because of one main reason. That one main reason is that I know exactly who I want to help, and I believe that I can give them the best service around, the best service of anyone. Okay, I believe our service level is #1, numero uno. And I feel obligated to advertise our services to our potential clients, because if I don't do that, they're not going to know that I'm out there. And this whole like do good work for like a really, really long time and be poor until you're not is something that I'm just not willing to accept. And I don't think you should be either. Okay? The truth of the matter is, if you don't advertise, no one's going to know about you. If you don't get out there and put some work in, no one's going to know about you. And if they don't know about you, then they're not going to hire you. They're going to hire the guy that's advertising. They're going to hire me. Okay? So do that. Okay? I would also say that, you know, it's really important to think about the ulterior motives that a lot of these older attorneys have in sort of talking about the olden days and the way that things work. And to remember that, A, they may believe what they're saying 100%, but that, you know, they have something that they're trying to hold on to as well. They're trying to hold on to their business. They're trying to hold on to their clients. And when you come in and start talking to their clients in a way that they don't understand and are comfortable with, it makes them nervous and uneasy, and it makes them a little scared as well. Okay, so remember that when you're talking to these older attorneys and asking them if they think the stuff is okay. I wouldn't ask them that because I don't care. All right, so the solution. First thing is get over yourself. Okay, get over needing to have other people see you as a great attorney for you to feel good about yourself. Okay, instead focus on the systems and processes and people in your law firm so that you can create an experience that is so good that you're so proud of it no matter what anybody says. F those people, right? That's what I say. Now, number 2. Oh, this is the same sort of, but stop worrying about what everybody thinks. Stop worrying about what your wife thinks. Stop worrying about what your mom thinks. Stop worrying about what your friends think. You know, my buddies make fun of me all the time for doing this podcast. My buddies make fun of me all the time for doing estate planning TV. Okay? You know what I tell them? F you, right? I'm laughing all the way to the bank, basically. You know, I have great clients. I have a lot of fun. I get to talk about the things that I really like. And this really helps people too, right? I also hear from you guys every day telling me like, look, I love this podcast. It's helped me so much. It's given me sort of the motivation that I needed to get over the hump, to do these things. And that's why I do this. So I don't care what other people think, because I know where I'm coming from is a good place. I know that what I'm trying to do is help people out to sort of provide people with what I do best. And because of that, I don't care what anybody else thinks. Okay? And then the last thing, and it all kind of comes down to the same thing. It's all your mindset, though. It's all your approach to how you're going to do this. You're just going to have to decide if, you know, you care about success or you care about outside attribution. That's it. You know, the sooner that you can internalize your success mechanism, the sooner that you can really feel empowered from doing the things that you love and the things that you know are right, the sooner the whole game changes for you. And the sooner you can advertise, right? Which is what this all gets back to. The sooner you can stop worrying about that stuff. Stop worrying about getting made fun of. Stop worrying about getting negative comments on Facebook when you have advertisements, and just go for it. Okay? Last but not least, number 3. And this one's gonna hurt a lot of your feelings. Okay? The last reason that a lot of you don't advertise is because deep down, way down inside, in that little dark place that you don't tell anybody about, you really don't believe you're providing a good service. Okay? Now this is sort of the opposite side of that coin that I just talked about, right? When you advertise to people, you are implicitly telling them that you are good at what you do. You are implicitly telling them that you can provide the service that you are promising that you can provide them. You are maybe explicitly telling them that you're really good at what you do. And when that message doesn't meet your expectations or your reality or your perceived reality, then you don't feel super excited about going out there and blasting that message out there, about showing that message to everybody, about telling everybody how great you are, because you're worried about being exposed as a fraud. You're worried about being exposed as a liar, and nobody wants to do that. So the easiest way to do that is to sort of hide in your shell, not advertise, not talk about anything, not do anything. And that's where a lot of you are right now. And I know, because like I said, I've been there. I've been there with all of these things. I've experienced all of these feelings. And it hasn't been until, you know, the last few years that it's really all come together for me. And the clarity has really come out. And a lot of mindset work has been done. And a lot of thought and a lot of time has been put into creating good systems and good processes and getting good people and really focusing on what I want to provide to make sure that our product is and our service is great. So, you know, this is hard for a lot of you because not only are you not sure that you're going to be able to provide the great service that you're promising, but you're really not even sure what you do. You know, a lot of people that come into the back room and I talk to, I try to find out what are they doing. And typically it's like, oh, I do business, I do estate planning, I do real estate, I do bankruptcy, I do personal injury, I do divorce. I'm like, no, you don't. You don't do any of that stuff good. You know, you're just a generalist. You practice door law because you're too afraid to commit. You're too afraid to get really good at something. You're too afraid to hang your hat on this one thing. And when you don't have this thing that you do, it's really hard to tell the world what you do. How do you create an advertisement that says, I do bankruptcy, family law, real estate, business, estate planning, probate, right? What did I miss? Immigration, criminal defense. You can't say that in an advertisement, so it really makes it really difficult if you don't know what you're doing. The other thing is, you know, we all sort of, I think at the end of the day, no matter how good you are, no matter how long you've been practicing, it's what I'm looking for. can't think of what it is, what the name of it is right now. But it's genuinely that feeling of like, they're going to find out that I'm not that good at what I do. In the practice of law, just like in many other fields, it's really difficult to really test yourself against everyone, to know how good you are. Like, I don't know the specific type of estate planning that other people are doing out there in law firms every day. I kind of just have to guess, and I kind of have to sort of match my knowledge and skills against what I think that everybody else is doing. And so you can sort of have that feeling of not being good enough. And you just have to get over that too, right? Like, and again, it all comes back to the same thing. Training, right? Knowing your stuff, having good systems, having good processes, having good people, creating a good service. That all sort of helps eliminate those feelings of inadequacy, right? Okay. At the end of the day, I think these are the three core reasons, the three hidden secrets of the reason you are not advertising your law firm. You can make up all kinds of rational excuses, you can say all kinds of things, but at the end of the day, you're afraid on a couple of different levels. And the point of this podcast today is not to rub that in, but it's to sort of bring you into the light, so that you can ask yourself, you can take a look back, and you can see to yourself, am I in this place? And if you are, you can start to get out of it, right? So that's it. This is something I'm really passionate about. It's something that held me back for a long time, and there's no better time to talk about it than today. So that's it. But again, by the way, before we leave, don't forget about joining the back room. It's free for a week, and it's $27 a month. Okay, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's a stupid price, but I'm trying to give everyone an opportunity to come in. I want to create the biggest, greatest, most comprehensive group of law firm owners on the planet. And I want to create a place where we can thrive, where we can succeed, where we can share. I'm sharing everything that I'm doing in the back room, and everybody else is sharing their experience and things like that. So it's a great place to be. So go and check it out. buildingalawfirm.com/go. All right. Thank you for your time. This was a long one today, but it was a goodie. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you again next week. See ya.